Welcome to the Random Ass Podcast. I am your random asshole, Christopher Steele.
And the other random asshole, Dustin Rhoads.
So, first thing is first. This week, Injustice 2 came out to consoles. And I pre-ordered it. Went to go get it. Spent $100 plus tax to receive this.
Okay. What is this?
This is all I got for $100.
May I?
Yeah, it's everything there. But why the fuck do I want a digital copy?
What the fuck?
A piece of paper.
You got the hard copy, right?
No.
Okay. That's gay. That's just dumb as fucking all get out.
I realize that I was not paying enough attention to what I was saying. I'm excited for it. I want my game. Give me my game.
Right.
I don't care what you have to say. Give me my game. I want. Here's my money. Give me my game.
Give me the game. I
want to get home
and play it.
And play it. So I'm not gonna pay. I'm not paying that much attention to what you're saying.
Right.
Print that out. Pay my money. Alright, where's my game? You got a digital copy. You pre-ordered the digital copy. No, I did not. Why would I pre-order a digital copy? Why would anybody go to a game store to pre-order a digital copy?
Yeah.
The only reasons you can give me to go to like GameStop and pre-order digitally is, one, you want the power-up points.
Right.
2, you don't have a credit card, or you don't want to link a credit card / debit card or whatever
to
your account. Which I'm fine with, but it still don't make any sense to get a pre-order digital copy there. I mean, you can spend the same amount of money and get a freaking PlayStation Store card. And go put it on. Go to the PlayStation Store, pre-order it there, and guess what? As soon as it's ready, it'll download itself. Does it make any sense to anybody?
No.
To pre-order a digital copy? And then,
that makes sense to me.
When he said that, I'm like, I wanted the actual game. He's like, well, there must have been some kind of miscommunication, and just left it like that. Didn't try to make it better.
That's bullshit. That's just bad business. But that's GameStop in a nutshell.
So, I leave a horrible review on their review site. And 2 days later is when I get an email from the district leader saying if I haven't redeemed the code yet, I could trade it in, exchange it for a hard copy. 2 days later. Do you think I'm going to wait 2 days? I want the game when it comes out. That's why I pre-ordered it.
Right.
I wanted to wait so many days. And another thing is, I don't drive. I gotta get rides. Places like that. I've had money for weeks.
Right. That's.
It's not like I'm gonna go. There was no point in me to go up there and pay you 3 weeks ago when I had the money, first had the money, when I have to come back to get the game.
That's bullshit.
And I don't have a way to get there all the time. So I sent 2 responses. One was just a quick one because it was late last night when that email came in.
Right.
I read it. I didn't have much time. I was just like, quick response. Then I replied, giving a fairly lengthy reply, explaining why I was so upset. Explaining everything I just said.
Right. Their response was.
And they haven't responded yet.
Of course they haven't.
But that I don't expect a response for a couple of days. But I finished off by saying, unless you can find a way to fix this situation with me, you pretty much lost a customer.
Yeah, because you can pretty much do the same thing through Amazon and get exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Guaranteed hard copy delivered to your door.
Right. And I just done.
Same with the statues and anything else. I mean,
right.
GameStop. Fuck GameStop. Dude, I stopped going to GameStop when they liquidated everything prior to the current generation. I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to deal with this crap anymore. And they wouldn't even order stuff in. Like if you ordered online, they wouldn't get it to the store to even pick it up. And it's just like, why waste my time?
I didn't even add the fact that it's not taking me that long to save a decent amount of money.
Right.
And I do still want to get a Switch.
Yes. But again, you're better off going through Amazon.
Right,
Actually, you could probably be better off going through Facebook. I saw one on there with Zelda for like $350, everything included. They didn't like it.
$350,
including Zelda, like all the accessories that you could possibly think of, the straps, the little controller add-on bits. It's like $350. That's not actually that bad. It was in this area too. I really contemplated it, but I didn't have $350.
No, I get, like I said, but like I said, I didn't mention that, which I should have.
Yes.
Because guess what? That's gonna be between $300 and $500 that
they're losing out on.
They're gonna be losing out on because
they're fucking goobers.
They fuck up and don't want to rectify the situation right away.
Or basically at all.
Like I said, 2 days later.
Bullshit. That's just bullshit.
Late. So it was more than 48 hours.
Right.
It was more like, it was like, 11 something when that email got sent out.
That's ridiculous.
Last night. So
that's
like 54, 55 hours later. And I don't count the phone call because they didn't leave a voicemail.
They just called and then hung up when it went to voicemail.
Yeah. Because I don't answer the phone when I don't recognize the number.
Totally understand that.
And who does?
Exactly. Not I.
So you leave a voicemail. That's what voicemail
I won't
for.
even answer the phone if I do know who it is. Because I'm generally doing something as the phone's ringing. It's like, I can't pick up the phone right now. What the hell? Like, I do stuff. I don't have time to be able to just, like... People see me with my phone all the time. It's generally because I'm doing stuff relevant to what I'm working on at the moment.
Right. And so there's my rant for the week. The game's cool. Game.
Right. But hard copy, it doesn't...
It's just for $100 plus tax to walk out with a piece of paper.
Right. It's, yeah. Someone's getting screwed, and it's definitely you.
Right. Come on. A hard copy comes with a case. Metal case.
Right.
Probably booklets.
Yes. Probably a comic within those booklets.
I get that there's digital codes
in there
because it's an Ultimate Edition. It comes with the DLCs.
Right. But I want the disc. I'm with you. Dude, that's the reason I haven't... When they're like, oh, you can get digital versions of all your favorite games. I'm like, yeah, but I want to be able to put the disc in of the game I already have. I don't want to wait 3 hours for the damn thing to download. I have it right here.
This new generation...
Like, there's all this wasted space on the sides of these new systems. Like, they could put the old school memory card ports on here. So you could play your old freaking games and slap in the memory cards and start from, I don't know, where you were.
Alright. But anyways, these newer games don't matter if you have a hard copy, a disc. You still gotta install the game.
Right. Yeah, I know what you mean.
What the hell's the point?
Not one, really.
But still. Books, case, all that kind of stuff, I don't get. Because I got a digital copy.
That's crap. I'd have also let them know that you're a freaking collector to boot. That was the entire point of pre-ordering the deluxe edition, was to get all of that stuff.
And it's just... If I'm wrong, somebody let me know.
Right. Just leave a comment, you're the dick.
Like I said, I get that I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying. I heard DLC or digital. I'm thinking you're talking the code that comes with the games.
Right. Give me my game, I want to go. Give me my game, I want to play.
Right, I want to go play.
Not go home and wait 18 hours.
I want to put it in. My plan was to put it in and still had to wait a couple hours because of all the installation, which put the whole game on your system anyways. Go out, mow, come back in, get a shower, be able
to jump right in.
Play the game right away.
Right.
Soon after that. Not wait. Come home. And I have to wait. Download everything. And not have anything but a piece of paper is so full.
Right. You don't get the case to be able to prop up somewhere. You know, yeah. It's bullshit.
So, like I said, that being said, we can switch a little bit of gears now.
From what grinds your gears to?
Well, something we haven't really touched up on too much lately. We're in May.
Yes.
And May is season finale time.
Right.
Of TV shows. We just had the Supernatural 2-hour
hullabaloo
special season finale, which was actually technically 2 episodes. They had 2 different titles.
Yeah, it was the last 2 episodes of the season.
It wasn't
even a two-parter.
It wasn't a 2-parter.
Or a 2-hour
episode.
It was just 2 hours of Supernatural so they could get it done quick. Though I have seen something about what they're doing next year.
I thought it was good.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
I thought the first one was a lot better than the second one.
Right.
But it's nice to see, spoilers for anybody that watches Supernatural and hasn't caught it yet, that Bobby...
Right.
Even though it's not the same Bobby, it was nice to see Bobby again.
It really was.
Every once in a while, maybe once a year.
Once a season.
Once every other year, he shows up.
Which is cool.
And come on, everybody knows Bobby was one of the most beloved characters.
Yup.
Probably second to another spoiler. Other than, and I'm not talking Sam or Dean, but like Bobby is right up there with another one that just passed away, Cass.
Yeah. How many times has he died yet?
I think this is gonna be it. I think that people that died just
contract ran up and they're like,
I don't really feel like coming back.
I don't see that with Misha Collins though, the one that plays Cass. He loves being Cass. Like that's just his thing.
Or maybe like we want to end it with next season, with you not in it.
Makes it easier to end it.
It makes people.
But they're doing next year. They're doing a Scooby-Doo crossover, so I don't really see them aiming to end anytime soon. They're looking to bring in younger viewers.
That's kind of jumping the shark a little bit, isn't it?
Not really, dude. Trickster. That's all I can say. It's the Trickster again.
Probably.
Another Trickster. Something. Sam or Dean hits their head.
Which the Trickster was not a real trickster. You didn't make it that far?
No, I didn't. I'm still in season 6.
They realize they figure out that he's not really a trickster. He's actually an angel.
Ah, that doesn't surprise me. He doesn't seem to be like malicious, just kind of a prick. And well, look at Cass. Not malicious, just kind of a prick.
Well, there was one point they say that most angels are pricks.
Of course. Wouldn't you be?
Alright, so with Supernatural ended this week, and then just yesterday. And then before we had Big Bang Theory season finale. And this coming week we got, on my shows, we got Supergirl, The Flash, Arrow, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Everything else is done.
I've been looking more at like the summer seasons, like whose line is coming back. And Roseanne is getting...
I heard that was 2018 though.
No, they should have been showing commercials and it's been saying this summer. I'm like, the hell?
Yeah, I heard about that, and I was discussing with her, and supposedly the whole cast is coming back.
Yep.
So are they?
Which Becky? And is that going to get in the way of Rick and Morty fits?
No, that's not the problem. Are they ignoring the series finale?
They're probably...
Or are they going to just ignore the whole last season? Because last season they won the lottery.
Yeah, it all turned out to be her writing. Since the point where Dan died with the heart attack.
Right, Dan died.
Or did she write that? Or is that going to be where they...
You're gonna take that out. You're going to ignore that last episode and keep Dan alive. Or you're going to ignore the last season and not give him
the
money.
Or do you ignore all the way back to Dan's death?
Which that basically is back to Dan's death. But if you don't ignore the final episode, Dan's dead.
In all actuality. But she could still be writing the stories.
That's why I said you don't count the last episode.
Well, you don't really not count it. You know that it's there and it'll be the last episode again. It's just the continuing adventures of the comic.
Because if you just don't acknowledge that episode.
I think that would probably be the route they'll go. They may go the ignore the whole last season.
When they won the lottery. Because they won the lottery.
Won the lottery, had another kid.
No, they had the kid before that.
Well, I know. I'm thinking it might be like the last 3 seasons, because it really started to get outlandish in the last 3.
No, it'd make most sense to ignore that last season.
Right.
But then again, it don't make...
It would make more sense to just ignore that last episode. And not even really ignore it, but just kind of like...
It doesn't count.
Not that it doesn't count. It's still going to end that way in the long run. It's just that...
Because...
She's just continuing telling the stories of the comic.
If you remember the last episode, which I definitely do...
Yeah, it was one that sat weird with me, and it still does.
The fact is... Darlene actually is married to Mark.
Right.
And Becky is married to David.
I'm trying to think.
Mom's not a lesbian, but his sister is. Jackie's really is actually the lesbian.
Right. See, they couldn't go all the way. What was it? Season 2 or 3 when they established the writing room that they ended the show in. You could backtrack it all the way to that point and retcon to there. That she never wrote it all complete.
In technicalities, is that her dad might have died.
Right.
But technically, which one?
Story Dan or real Dan?
Because Dan is based on what, 3 different guys?
Yeah.
3 or 4, something like that. Because the whole show is really based on her real life.
Yeah.
I heard it's gonna be a Fuller House type.
Yeah, I heard it's going to Netflix probably.
Well, not just that, but it's the extended family, the grandkids, and everything. Which makes sense because that was 20 years ago. I mean, the daughter that's born, Darlene's daughter.
Oh, dude, they're doing a bit brilliant. Okay, Roseanne has recently posted that this is how they're going to pick it back up. DJ gets published as a writer. Mark died in Iraq, which will be a way to get rid of the Mark character. David is eventually going to leave Darlene for a woman half his age. Darlene comes out of the closet, becomes gay, has a test tube baby. Becky's working at Walmart. Roseanne and Jackie open the first medical marijuana dispensary in Lanford.
What about Haley?
They don't mention any Haley.
And I don't know what Becky and Mark's kid's name was going to be, but...
Oh, okay. Yep. Series is greenlit and will air ABC mid-season 2018. Both Beckys are coming back, but Sarah Chalke is playing a different character. She's probably going to play Darlene's girlfriend, I would expect, which would be hilarious. They say she's the same, but she isn't the same.
There's like 2 episodes. The first one was Sarah Chalke.
The first one was Leslie Goranson.
Right. Well, the first episode was Sarah Chalke as Becky.
Right.
They're talking about Bewitched.
Yeah.
And the Judith Darren's. Her line, but liking the second one better. It is priceless. And then the other one was where, just for a while there, a couple years later, they were kind of flipping back and forth.
Yeah.
There was a reason for that.
Because the original was trying to go to college or something.
Right. But they did the, what was it? Patty Duke show. Because they're Becky's, nearly identical Becky's.
Not even close to looking like Becky's.
Those were like 2 of the best bits. Definitely with Becky.
Right.
I like the second one better. I like Sarah Chalke better.
Yeah, me too. Better looking.
And she just had more range.
Yeah.
Alright. But that's pretty... We're getting running kind of long now.
Yeah, we're
so
throwing
do
quick picks.
Quick picks.
Let's see. What play anything worth the crap? No, not really. Nothing worth the crap there. Soundgarden, Audio Slave.
Oh, I did want to touch up on that. I'm a huge
Cornelle fan.
Cornelle fan. So, and I'm a 90s music, not 90s rock fan too.
Right.
Because that's when I was old enough to make my own choice in music.
That's where you went.
That was my era.
Right.
And there's like very few big 90s bands that can
still go.
Can still go anymore.
Right.
Because somebody's died in most of them.
Yep.
Like, who's next? Trent Reznor?
Trent Reznor, Eddie Vedder.
Well, technically, the original singer of that band,
yeah,
it passed away.
Good point.
And they only had one good album. Their greatest hits album 10.
Right. It's true. They had a couple of good covers afterwards.
Yeah, I did like one song afterwards, and that was
Evolution.
No, Y'all Are Better.
Y'all Are Better is a good one. Their cover of Last Kiss wasn't bad.
But yes, and I realized Soundgarden started in the 80s.
Right, like, but they didn't really take off until...
They didn't get... it's definitely...
Super Unknown was their fucking...
breakout album.
Yeah.
But that's more for, like, us.
Right, in the
like
Seattle...
California.
West Coast had them when I was a wee little shit.
They were more known on the coast. We just are behind.
Right.
And it's sad to see Cornelle go because he was such a great musician.
Yeah. Producer, singer, songwriter, musician,
and
guitar player, the whole spectrum.
I did spend some time listening to what I have on my phone of Audioslave / Soundgarden. And you listen to his lyrics, it's kind of surprising that he lived as long as he did.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was depressed. That's very obvious in his lyrics. Like, fell on black days.
Blow up the outside world.
Blow up the outside world, right.
That nothing seems to kill me.
Nothing will do me in before I do myself.
No matter how hard I try, nothing seems to kill me. No matter how hard I try.
Yeah. Like, yeah. But, people seem to forget, though, that he had a fucking whack-ass, crazy-ass stalker for the last 20 years. That he left the country to get away from.
It just... I get that he was a depressed person, but it just doesn't
seem right.
It doesn't add up.
Doesn't read Chris Cornell.
Because, in all actuality, yeah, he had those
depressive tendencies. But that was his outlet.
But then you get to Audioslave, and his lyrics changed a lot.
Me, not really. Look at Like a Stone. Very depressive oriented.
Yes, but it wasn't suicidal.
No, it's just death overall. Show me how to live. Be yourself. Yeah, you're right.
It was
a whole different
more
vibe.
Opposite.
Yeah.
It's like, now I want to live for a long time.
Right.
So it just doesn't seem right.
Yeah, it didn't settle well with me either. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I was thinking maybe he fell off the wagon and overdosed.
But it was a hanging.
Yeah, and then when they came out... Well, the first thing is they found him on the floor, and then all of a sudden, he is a hanging. And then people were like, well, did he David Carradine? And it's like, well, did he? I don't know.
Alright, so... But...
And as a Chris Cornell fan, it's like, I don't care how he went out, just he left a hell of a good legacy that I will properly honor by doing my favorite songs of theirs just to keep his music alive.
You listen to any of the King Animal album?
I listened to some.
It's not bad.
It's definitely a step out of the Cornell.
The Soundgarden.
Even Audioslave. It's definitely a step away from what he's known for.
But you listen to his solo stuff?
Yeah, that's true.
That is way out there.
Yeah, like some disco-y, rap-ish. Yeah, no, yeah. Just give Chris Cornell...
Jazz.
Yeah, just all over the... like
classical and all that.
He was across the board talented.
So, yeah, anything Chris Cornell.
Soundgarden, Audioslave, solo materials, Temple of the Dog.
Temple of the Dog, great.
Yeah, you know how many times I heard Say Hello to Heaven in the last 3 days? I heard that song like twice growing up.
Hunger Strike was the better song.
It definitely was. I mean, come on, it's definitely fitting for
but like I said, you look at the 90s rock bands, and I know some of the ones I mentioned might be considered
80s.
No, 80s or not rock, but an offshoot. It's still
rock is rock. It doesn't matter what other shit you add to it. It's rock. When you start adding other names,
Pantera,
rock.
These are bands that I'm gonna call it 90s bands.
90s rock.
90s rock that cannot do a new album now.
Not without replacing
with the original lineup.
Right.
Pantera, like I said, now Soundgarden.
Pantera, Soundgarden,
STP,
Alice in Chains, Typo Negative.
And these are some of your
Guns
bigger...
N' Roses. Didn't Guns N' Roses lose someone?
I don't know if they did or not, but I do know that nobody wants to work with Axl.
I don't know. After that last fucking tour, dude, the guys from GNR were like, he has really changed his act. He's coming around. Right. I think he needs to break his leg on a more permanent basis because he's a much better singer when he's sitting still. I'm not even joking, dude.
All right, so but it's like, who's left? Nine Inch Nails, Tool.
Right. Pretty much. Can't even say Slipknot. They're missing way too many people.
I count them as 2000s.
They started in 96. First thing I heard from them was in 98, so it was...
They weren't known till early 2000s.
Subliminal Burst is what really set them off. And then people started looking back.
But most of your 90s...
I don't know, maybe the Spin Doctors.
Like I said...
Deep Blue Jeans or whatever the hell that band was. Let's see if I can think of more obscure shit.
Okay, this is gonna be a long episode now because
rabbit hole.
So there was a guy who listens to rap.
Okay.
I told you about this. And he's like, I don't like this screamo. Can't understand what they say. And I'm like thinking, I didn't sit down. Really, you listen to rap. You understand?
It depends on the rap. It depends on the rapper. Like, give me like a Tupac. Can understand Tupac. Bone Thugs and Harmony. Good luck with that shit. Good luck. Good luck trying. Try singing along with Crossroads. Go ahead. You can have the words in front of you. I'd love to see you try.
But you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or this.
I can hear. I definitely hear more screamo and make out what they're saying more than a lot of rap.
Just because I can make it out doesn't mean I want to hear it. I don't like. I'm with that dude. I don't like screamo, but I'm not really a big fan of like more modern rap because it's all mumble shit. Everybody's like.
In my opinion, bullshit. I don't listen to screamo.
No.
I listen to hard rock and metal.
And there may be an occasional scream every now and again.
And classic rock, hard rock, metal. Metal is not screamo.
No.
The metal I listen to, you understand what they're saying.
Right.
Alright. And he's like, when I told him hard rock, he's like, oh, I don't mind hard rock, or I don't mind rock, but I know every rock song. So I get tired of it. I'm tired of listening to rock. I know every song. And like, there is no way you know
every song. Throw on BYOB by System of a Down. You'd be like, it's screamo. No, it's not. It's Armenian metal. Piss off.
And I'm like, I'm thinking, all right, I don't want to be an asshole. You know every rock song. Name 3 by the Velvet Underground.
Right. Good luck.
I can do that. But most people can't.
Right, I couldn't. Dude, I can't even name 3 songs by Led Zeppelin, alright? But Led Zeppelin's a trick band. Like, you hear their song and it's like, the title's gotta be this. And then it's one obscure line, like 3 verses in, is the title of the song. I'm like...
That one's easy. Stairway to Heaven, Cashmere, Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused. What is and what should not be? What should never be? What is and what should never be?
Rock and Roll.
Right. Okay, I can name 3 Zeppelin songs.
But can you name... Can you name one about Underground song?
Not right offhand.
The most known one is on the soundtrack for The Doors. Heroin.
Okay.
I can tell you 2 other ones. I'm Sticking With You. And they have one called Rock and Roll. I'm pretty sure they have one called Sweet Jane.
Yeah, that's a cover of... Okay, that's one I definitely know. That's a cover of a Lou Reed tune.
Lou Reed is about Underground.
Okay, yeah, then... See? That's how much I know about Velvet Underground. I don't pay attention to...
He's the lead singer.
Right.
Lou Reed and Velvet Underground are 2 different entities.
That's what I thought. And that's his song, and they probably did it as a, as Velvet Underground, but I know I've heard his standalone version.
Well, I don't know which one came first.
Me either.
Because Velvet Underground was early 70s.
Yeah.
They broke up in like 74.
So I'm guessing it's probably a Velvet Underground song.
Right. That's what I'm thinking myself, and he just
tagged on.
Did it without him.
Right.
And they're like, I have rights to it.
Right. I can do it. It's mine.
It's kind of like Careless Whispers.
Right.
It's Wham.
But it's also George Michael.
Right. Or
Karma Chameleon. Boy George and or call it Culture Club? Culture Club, yeah. That's the best.
Hold on. War Pigs.
Paranoid would be more... Because you can get that on an Ozzy album and on a Sabbath album.
Well, I say War Pigs because you can get it on Osmium Cometh.
Is it on Osmium?
Yes. It's the original. The different version. It's a different version, but it's technically the original version. It's the one that didn't get recorded.
I didn't know that.
At least that's what it says on the jacket.
That's
Well, like I said, I'm an asshole. I do an obscure band like the Velvet Underground. It's like I said, who the hell knows who the fuck the Velvet Underground is?
right.
If you can give me if you could answer that question, I might concede that you know every rock song.
Yeah, no one can say that they know every rock song.
Hell, there's musicians that don't even know all their own songs.
Right. Yeah, the Black Sabbath and War Pigs. Actually, War Pigs is called Walpurgis.
Alright, so you're picking just Cornelle in general?
Just Cornelle in general. Just give everything.
Right.
Go a listen, watch some of his live stuff.
Just, if you're on YouTube, skip any live Audio Slave covers of Rage.
Yes.
It ain't worth watching.
If you're going to do yourself a favor, go look up Chris Cornelle acoustic. Just him and his guitar, and you'll really kind of see.
Now, I'm going to definitely add on to that a little bit. For certain parts of him, I'm going to go Soundgarden, the A-sides.
Yes, it's a great album.
And for Audio Slave, and maybe even Live in Cuba.
Yeah. Was it
that video?
Be Yourself, was that the second album?
Yes.
That was another good.
Like a Stone and
Show Me How to Live.
Like a Stone and I Am the Highway.
Cochise.
Two of the greatest songs. One musically and one lyrically.
Right. If you're looking for a good hard rock out, though, Cochise is your ticket.
But
or Show Me How to Live. I love that driving beat. Show Me How to Live.
On the second album, The Worm is an awesome song that a lot of people miss because I don't think it got radio play.
No, it didn't.
It did one time.
Well, yeah.
Because that whole album
got played in
entirety. Well, not all at once. Like one song a night for how many every night? It's like 10 nights.
Like I thought it was like 2 weeks, solid, because there's like 14 tracks off that album.
I thought it was 10. It got played one song at a time, every night, and it was in random order. It wasn't
in order. Track 1 through whatever.
But it got leading up to its release. So every song on that album did get some radio play.
Whether they were a single and got a lot of radio play, that was the key.
Like Be Yourself or Man or Animal.
Man or Animal, that's another good one.
Alright, I agree with that. Cornelle, definitely.
Oh yeah, I'm
gonna go.
Michael Parks. Michael Parks died within the last week. You know who that is, don't you? From Dusk Till Dawn. He's the sheriff at the very beginning.
Okay.
He played him in Death Proof and Planet Terrors, those as well. He's the preacher in Red State.
I was gonna say he's the one that Kevin Smith talks about.
Yeah. And
plays that opening scene for his wife and gets in trouble.
Yes.
You don't know what I'm talking about? Too Fat to Be 40?
Burn in Hell. The one with the Westboro Baptist Church, because that's the reason they were, because that was a part of his Red State tour.
I thought it was Too Fat for 40, because...
Might have been, but I thought it was...
I'm pretty sure it was Too Fat.
I thought he was doing the Red State tour and was talking about Michael Parks. Because I've heard that story a few times, so it'd be hard for me to pinpoint. And there was another one that died. Powers Booth, from probably most notably from Sin City, played Senator Rourke. He always played a bad guy. Every time, every movie, he's a bad guy. So
I'm gonna go with Injustice. It is a good game. And my thumbs down for the week.
Fucking GameStop. Now see, you're giving him a thumbs down. I'm gonna give him something up.
Or 2 middle fingers up.
Want to give him stereo surround sound?
Or read between the lines, people. It is read between the lines, because guess what? This, if you go
can't
like
read
that,
this. You know, read between the lines. You're reading this. So you pull that out and read between the lines.
All right, so
you're gonna do it like that probably, so you get Yeah, so you get this left over.
I think that's gonna be it. My choice. I think.
Yeah.
Extra long this week.
Extra long. We'll push it for. Do you want to go push the full for the full hour? Just fill this last bit with just the most randomness of random.
We could.
I mean, it's the summer, the first summer episode. I mean, it's been 80 degrees.
I'm supposed to cool down. Be cooler, a lot cooler next week.
Yeah, thankfully. So we're just gonna go randomly small talk. Let's talk about the weather. Yeah.
All right. We do want to. We plan on seeing Guardians at least once.
One more time, hopefully in 3D. Preferably in 3D.
Well, I figured.
Drive through.
Drive in. Why do people do that?
Why do people do that? Yeah, you can't drive through there. You drive in there.
You don't drive through. If people.
Because you hit the drive through before you hit the drive in.
How many times have you ever heard? And people do it the other way too.
Yep.
They'll say,
you want to go through the drive-in?
We're gonna go to Taco Bell drive-in. Taco Bell's got a drive-in.
Nice.
Since when?
Just protect
They play Demolition Man all the time there.
Right.
By the way, with Demolition Man and the Taco, all restaurants are Taco Bell. The European version doesn't say that.
What's theirs?
Pizza Hut.
Oh, yeah, it's all Yum brands. Makes sense.
But they had a problem with Taco Bell. So I went with Pizza Hut. And Pizza Hut's more globally known.
Right. And now it's even more apt than before.
But they're actually saying Taco Bell. It's just
the voiceover.
And apparently there are. I did look it up. People are like, why don't they change it to Pizza Hut? It's in the European cut. If you see that,
like on TV or in the
DVD, some TV channels will play
European cut or just alternate versions.
Will play that version,
right?
But the U.S. version says Taco Bell.
Yes. I
looked it up 3 times.
And Taco Bell makes actually more sense because of the 3 shells.
Yes, but it makes less sense because globally,
right,
Taco Bell is not that.
Well, no. KFC would have made more sense, or McDonald's,
right.
But they were in with Yum brands, so Pizza Hut, KFC, Taco Bell, Long John Silver's, A&W.
So I've looked it up 3 times to argue with 3 different people about that.
Right.
No, it is not
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. They did not change it to Pizza Hut for the U.S.
No, let's stay Taco Bell.
It's just whatever channel you see it on plays the European version.
Which, yeah, I mean, it makes sense too.
And I don't know which channel you're watching on, because I have seen it on TV as Taco Bell.
Right. Now I can see that happening with like DVDs. Like accidentally getting a European DVD because they started doing 0 region DVDs.
Right, but the U.S. version has been, always has been, and
always will be
Taco Bell.
Yep.
They're not changing that.
No Mandela effect on that one.
Yeah, no Mandela effect whatsoever. If you're like, when did they change it to Taco Bell? Every time I ever seen it was Pizza Hut.
Then when did you grow up in Europe?
Right. I'm like, or be like, no, it's always been Taco Bell because you've been Mandela affected, huh? No, you haven't. You just are fucked up in the head. It's in European.
It's European cut. Okay. I got a riddle. Okay. What movie am I thinking of? Directed by Tim Burton, stars Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter. It's a dark, twisted fantasy film.
Me? That's Weenie?
Go ahead, keep going.
I don't know.
Could you imagine getting that question on Jeopardy? There's like 9 movies that you could answer for that.
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Edward Scissorhands.
Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, there's pretty much any
movie
with Tim Burton and
Johnny Depp gonna have Helena Bonham Carter somewhere.
You see where he talks about, I think it was on Dark Shadows special feature.
I haven't even seen the movie.
He's like, every time I do a movie with Tim Burton, I'm killing his wife.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised he wasn't in Fight Club and it wasn't directed by Tim Burton. Just because she was in it.
So, do you think he'll show up in any more Kevin Smith movies?
Who, Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Their daughters are friends, of course. He's already got a spot reserved for him in the newest spin-off reboot Clerks Mallrats thing.
Mallrats?
Mallrats. No, Mallrats got canceled.
Yep.
Oh,
that's kind of sad.
Like the TV series never got even made to fruition. And it's Jay and Silent Bob reboot is what this next project is.
Well, is that coming out before or after Moose Jaws?
I'm hoping after because I want Moose Jaws. I want to see. Well, I don't know. Because according to Kevin Smith and Moose Jaws, Silent Bob's going to kick the bucket, and they're going to replace him with his daughter, who's going to be traumatized into not being able to speak.
Right, because she's seen him getting killed.
Probably because she saw her friend get killed, which would make sense for her friend to get killed, Silent Bob to get killed, and then Jay and the new Silent Bob would take off.
Lily Rose, County, whichever.
See, if they were smart, she would be the one that would carry on.
I talked about yoga hosers with people. I'm like, you look at the stars of the movie, Lily Rose, Depp, and Harley Quinn Smith. And, like, alright, they're both good-looking girls.
Yeah, oh yeah, they got bright futures ahead.
I'm like, of course, well, they're like, alright, how are you this guy's daughter? And then you see his wife.
It all kind of makes sense.
Alright. But when it comes to Lily Rose Depp, you're like, what? You're Johnny Depp's daughter? He's kind of a pretty man.
Yeah, he's a pretty boy. He's a pretty dude.
I don't want to sound gay or anything.
No homo.
But
just tag it with that. See, you put it in like this. Johnny Depp's a sexy motherfucker. No homo. That's all you gotta do.
He is.
He's a good-looking dude.
He's a pretty. I'm saying pretty, not handsome, but pretty guy.
Right. And he's damn charismatic, too. And the fucking Captain Jack would have been shit if it were for John Depp.
Alright, so let's wrap it up.
Right on.
So until next time.
I say
we keep it random.
Probably keep it random. Peace.